I want to share an idea about the cloaked course correction of communication. I have been more and more trying to pull out the statements that tell somebody they made a misstep on me and just keep on moving instead of trying to verbally course correct in a way that they know about. I don't have to embarrass or expose somebody for making a misstep. I can just simply course correct in a hidden, quiet manner. Now, here's a metaphor for what I'm talking about. A few years ago, I had a GPS system that would always tell me when I made a mistake. And then it would make a course correction and readjust my route. And it used to really bug me because I'm driving along and all of a sudden it would say, "You are off track." You know, it's kind of like, "Dean, you screwed up. You made a mistake." And then it would say, "Rerouting." And I got really tired of, "You're off track, rerouting," when I thought it could just say rerouting. It could just skip the scold and the shame and just leap to rerouting. In fact, it wouldn't even have to tell me that it's rerouting. Just tell me the next time I'm supposed to turn left or right. So my current GPS works much better. What happens is if I go off track, it says take a right. And if I went off track again, it might say take a left. But it's never going to say, "Oh, you screwed up first. I'm going to have to now reroute." It just simply reroutes. That's how I try to be in communication, because when people talk together, it's an imprecise thing. I don't know when you're done. I don't know exactly how many things you hope to say. You may not know how many things you hope to say. We bounce and maneuver and work our way through our conversations, and you inevitably make a misstep. So what I'm trying not to do is say, "Oh, excuse me, you interrupted me before I had a chance to finish, so I'm now going to go back and finish." I can just say, "Okay, so let me give you another piece." See, I can skip saying, "You're off track, rerouting," and I can just make the course correction. So let's say you actually covered something that I just got done saying, and now I need to say it again. I don't have to say, "Let me just point out, I just covered that. I just said that, but I'll say it again for you." That's like saying, "You're off track. I'm rerouting." I can skip that. So more and more, I've worked at cloaking my course corrections and trying to avoid calling people out for their communication missteps, for the times that they misheard, or the times that they somehow should already know, or I covered it before, or whatever. I don't need to say that. I just keep adjusting and moving forward. And what that does is it brings a kinder nature to the conversation. It keeps it flowing more positively. And the more you can keep both sides of a conversation in a reasonably good mood, the better your conversation's going to be. So go ahead and course correct. Go ahead and get where you need to be in a conversation, but you don't need to bring the shame or the awareness of the mishap at all. So instead of being off track and rerouting, just reroute quietly and just keep moving on, and you'll have a better conversation.